That radio chick Cheryl Lee here. Welcome to the Still Rocking It podcast, where we'll have music, news reviews and interviews with some of our favourite Australian musicians and artists. This episode, Melbourneites, Australia's own Vika and Linda Bull, their new album, Where Do I Come From, and the title track, single. It's a question the girls have been asked all their lives because they don't look the same. Faces in Australia have changed. They don't stand out anymore, yet as they look out at the world today, the question remains and the struggle continues. The single came to life with longtime collaborator Mark Seymour. Vika handed her lyrics to the Hunters and Collectors frontman, trusting him to help them shape into a powerful track about identity and belonging. Where Do You Come From sets the tone for what is their most compelling collection to date, a body of work shaped by lived experience, reflection and truth. Vika says this isn't a light or fluffy record, it's real life, mistakes, forgiveness and trying to find peace. Linda says every record has mattered, but this time we reached for something deeper. After blessing us with nearly 40 years of music, please welcome Vika and Linda. To catch up on podcasts from other favourite artists, simply go to thatradiochick.com.au. I'd like to welcome back into the Zoom room after 2 years, nearly 2 years, ladies, since we spoke last, Vika and Linda Bull. Thank you for joining us today.
It's wonderful to see you, Cheryl Lee.
Hi, Cheryl Lee.
We're celebrating some exciting news. 9th studio album just came out the other day, followed by a 46-date national tour. I've looked at these dates, girls. I'm about the same age as you, Vika, and it's just exhausting me just looking at it.
Well, it's really when you look at it and break it down, it's, the weekends. So home during the week, away on the weekend. Work-life balance. It's good.
Congratulations. We're celebrating the title track of the new album, which is Where Do I Come From. I've watched the video. What an amazing video. It's got some wonderful archival footage reminding us of our amazing migrant heritage. Whose brainchild was that?
Key Belling. His name is Key Belling. He's a young filmmaker from Victoria. We've actually known him since he was a little boy. Good friends with his mother. Kids went to school together and he's always loved movies, just a big movie fan. He's passionate about filmmaking. He went to the College of the Arts and studied there, and his mother said to him, Key, you should send a reel or something to the girls. And we'd had nothing out. This was maybe about 6 months before we released the record. She said, Key, send your reel and see what the girls think, because if something comes up, they might be interested. So he did that, and we loved his work and asked him to make the clip. We thought, he's young, he'll have a good eye, he's fresh, and he was perfect.
I really loved how he used real people, used the photos of their ancestors in the video. It made it so real and personal.
We did reach out to our fans and ask them to send footage in if they wanted to. And luckily, a few of them said, yeah, no worries. Didn't they, Linda?
That's right. They sent in footage of their Italian parents hula hooping and doing crazy stuff and just beautiful stuff in the kitchen. Tongan family wedding. It was perfect. It was perfect. I think as Key's known us for a long time too, he got the message. It's where do you come from? It's about identity. So he explored that in his own way and we really love it.
Well, congratulations. It's a great video to go with a great song. You did mention your children, and obviously music is in your DNA. You were singing in church from very early on. Had any of your children, ladies, followed you into the family business of music?
They've seen too much.
Yeah.
No. Not carrying on that heritage.
They're all musical, but no, they're not doing that. No.
Yeah, they have other passions.
Other things that they're really good at. And
Yay.
It's really great to see them living their own lives. And I think touring is not for the faint-hearted, and they would have seen that firsthand.
They used to tour with you both when they were younger.
Yeah, they did. We took them everywhere with us from, I think, my daughter was 6 weeks old.
Wow.
Yeah. So, they know it's grueling. You got to be tough. You got to have thick skin. But they've got other interests.
Yeah.
They're the real people, which is leading their own life, like Linda said. It's great, I think they sort of think, oh, my God, our mothers are still touring. They can't believe it.
Well, that's all you want from your children, isn't it? Is for them to follow whatever it is that is their passion.
Yeah, I think that they learn skills from being with us, though. They know how to be somewhere on time. They know how to pack a bag really quickly. They know how to eat properly, when you can. And there's all these life skills that you do get from not being at school.
Life lessons.
They're really good with everybody too. They're lovely with lots of people. So we're proud of them for that.
Yeah, I was about to say you sound like two proud mums.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the new albums. Oh, and I just also wanted to mention a couple of other quick things. 1994, your self-titled debut album, so first album produced by Paul Kelly, which you met when you're doing, everybody's so blessed to have you singing with them.
Oh,
Are they?
Yes.
I hope they think that,
I'm sure they do. I'm sure everyone will remember you with the Black Sorrows. You were with Hunters and Collectors in 87 and 89. And then you've worked since with Mark from then, and Ross Wilson, Archie wrote, Farnham, of course, on Chain Reaction. Deborah Conway, you've sung with a lot of artists, and now is it your time to really shine?
Well, we've guested on their albums. Like we were part of the Chain Reaction choir for John Farnham's album Chain Reaction. They had a choir. There was a few of us, and then people like Deborah Conway, we guested backing vocals for her on albums. So it's just been invited to sing on people's records and put those harmonies on. That's why we started singing, was because of our love of harmony. But we started out singing in our own band. We had a little band called the Honeymooners in the 80s, was it, Linda?
That's right.
Yeah, and then got our break with the Sorrows, singing with them for 7 years, and then we joined Paul Kelly, and then we did Rock Wiz, and then we did all sorts of things, So it's all been part of our helping us grow as singers, because singing backing vocals you got to be very disciplined. It's really hard. Actually, you've got to listen and make sure you're singing in tune and singing the right part. And we've had a lot of people that have helped us along the way, like Vanetta Fields, who was one of the leaders of the Chain Reaction choir because she was John Farnham's backing singer for a long time. People like that helping us in the studio, showing us what to do. It's all been part of the journey. And now breaking away from that and wanting to tell our own story, yes, it's time. It's about time. We love singing. We can do lead. We can do backing. So we want to sing our own songs now.
Here you go. We loved you girls on Rock Quiz. We really did. I mean, we love Rock Quiz and we loved you girls providing your harmonies to that. But look, this is one of the most important things you've ever done. It's not easy. A lot of people have stuffed this up.
What?
2016, the national anthem of the AFL.
Oh, yeah.
And you nailed it.
Oh, well, it was really hard, but Vika made the great decision to do it a cappella because such a big cavernous space that people have come unstuck because of the slapback against the big walls. So we thought, no, we'll just trust each other and we'll do it a cappella, which was risky because we could have drifted and gone all over the place. But we had each other. We'd been in big arenas before. We'd played at the AFL Grand Final with Paul Kelly before. We had done big stuff like that with the Sorrows in Europe. So we were well kind of ready. But it was just the pressure of that
moment in time.
We didn't want to stuff it up. Yeah. And it's live. There's no room to hide. But it was a great honour, yeah.
You did us really, really proud. Cameron Adams from news.com said, and I think this pretty much wraps it up, their majestic harmony supplied even more goosebumps on a day already charged with emotion. Anyone who has to sing the national anthem at a major sporting event in the future needs to YouTube your vision as research. So that was a great accolade.
Isn't it lovely?
That is nice. For Australia, I think it is a hard job. If you ask to take it on, it's like, well, think seriously about it and how you're going to do it because, like you said, it has gone, belly up on a few occasions.
People get to stuff it up at the end. They always go for the specky, the high note. And it's like, no, just sing it. Just sing it.
Well done. Really proud of you. And also congratulations, inducted into the Victoria Hall of Fame 2019. You released your memoir in 2022. You might have to follow that up with a part 2, I reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, much later on,
Yes.
Yeah, we've just released this record and we're going to tour that for the rest of the year. We're very proud of this record. We wrote it. We had some great songwriters collaborate with us as well. But we love collaboration because great things come from that, being inducted into the Hall of Fame as well this week.
Yes.
So, we're preparing for that. And our speech, it's like, what the hell? Where do we start? Who do we thank? 40 years in this industry. Linda and I are just sort of trying to work through that and take it all in and hope we don't stuff up that night because that's a big night.
We kind of think that the speech is an important part of the celebration. It's also an important part of the entertainment. So you don't want to just stand there and just thank every single person you've worked with. Vika and I are just trying to make it, use our writing skills to make something a little bit interesting.
Last couple of congratulations, 2022, the Medal of the Order of Australia in the Queen's Birthday Honours. Also well-deserved for your contribution to music. And as you say, 2026, induction into the ARIA Hall of Fame. Yay, congratulations.
Thank you, Cheryl Lee. But, that's the thing, all these accolades and things are wonderful, and this industry has been really good to us. So, but it's really about the people that come and see us and support us in our live shows and
buy our record.
That's right, buy our record and our love of singing. That's really at the root of it all.
You're so lucky, really. What do they say? Do what you love and you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been very blessed. To get tickets and to buy the album, vikaandlinda.com.au.
Yes, that's it. vikaandlinda.com.au. It's A-N-D too, Vika and Linda.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Vika with the A-N-D. Oh. Now look at this. Look at these dates. Tell our Adelaide listeners when you're coming to our town. Tanunda, July the 3rd at our Barossa Centre. Thank you for going to one of our regional areas as well. Much appreciated.
No worries.
No worries.
Saturday, the 4th of July at our recently renovated Theberton Theatre. I would imagine that you have played there many times.
Yes, we have. We've played the Theberton a few times. We're looking forward to seeing the newly renovated Theberton Theatre, I must say.
Yeah, it took a while, but it's lovely.
Got there eventually. Yeah, we can't wait. It is a beautiful, beautiful theatre. And also the Barossa, beautiful part of the world.
How can you go wrong, right?
That's right.
The album, Where Do You Come From, on Mushroom is available on, and I love this, limited edition red vinyl.
Yes, yeah, it's beautiful.
As well as CD and, of course, digital. Now, this is possibly your most personal album yet.
Yeah, it is, Cheryl Lee. We put a lot more of our personality into the songs. Songwriting's difficult. We've always found it that way. I don't know any songwriters that say it's easy, actually. But I think personal stories, experience, that we talk about lots of things, single motherhood, addiction, aging parents, looking after them, our love of swimming and how we recover from touring. It's an interesting topics that we write about, but we're very proud of the end result. And we had a collaborator with Mark Seymour on 4 songs, and Tony Charles wrote a lullaby with us, and some beautiful songwriters from the Whitsundays wrote 3 songs with us from a festival called Whitsong Fest. And we had 4 songs written wholly by other people. Glenn Richards from Augie March wrote a song. Ben Salter wrote a song. He's written previously for us. Helen Shanahan, a newbie that we haven't worked with before, she wrote us a song, and our piano player Cameron Bruce. So it's quite a varied cast, but it comes together quite well, we think.
It's beautiful, and it began with a memory that you both have carried since childhood growing up in suburban Melbourne. Because of your Tongan heritage, a lot of people would ask you repeatedly, where do you come from? Hence the title track and the title of the album.
Yeah, that's right. That's what happened. It's like, yeah, and it's like, okay, well, that's exactly right. I can't add anything more to it than that. It's just being asked that question all the time. And that inspired the song, Where Do You Come From? Where do you really come from?
Yeah. So it's come from experience. It's come from your personal childhood, I guess.
Primary school, Cheryl Lee. It happened in primary school. The second day, getting a nickname, Coca-Cola. And then being asked, well, where do you come from? And you say, well, I was born here in Melbourne. Where do you really come from? What's your heritage? Okay, that's fair enough. But when you're a child and you're asked that over and over and over again, it can cut a bit deep. So that memory came flooding back. So the song is, it's a powerful song, I guess. A lot of people can relate to it. Yeah. Would you say, Linda?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the central theme of our record because it's all about identity. It's what's going on in the country at the moment. It's always being talked about. Immigration, we're the children of our mother came from Tonga. So it's particularly, raw for us because, we've come from a mixed marriage. Our dad's Australian, mum's Tongan. We think that it's great. But, there's a lot of voices out there that say it's not. So there's something for us to talk about there because we've got first-hand experience about that. That's where it really digs deep for the record and it branches out from there.
You've done a fabulous job with, a really important message, not just from back then in your childhood, but like you say, for us in Australia right now as well. We appreciate you. We love you. And we wish you all the best with the record, all the best with the tour. And I shall see you down the front here in Adelaide.
Thanks, Cheryl Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you again for spending a bit of time with me on your public holiday today and enjoy the rest of your day. It's been lovely chatting again.
You are listening to Still Rocking It, the podcast with Cheryl Lee.
Let's hear that track. It's the fourth of 11 tracks, the title track from the album Where Do You Come From? It's a powerful, powerful song.
She called me Coca-Cola, my little sister too. You're not from around here, are you?
You're with Cheryl Lee, that radio chick. Thank you so much for joining me on the Still Rocking It podcast. Hope to catch you again next time. Get out when you can, support Aussie music, and I'll see you down the front.